Hey guys, Everything NFL here, and today I'm bringing you a video where we go through my top 5 defensive players in the 2020 NFL draft class. This is entirely my opinion. If you have a different opinion or think someone should have made the list or someone shouldn't have made the list, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I've gone proper in detail with this. I've got size, stats, I've watched tape on every single one of these players and put together my own little brief of how good I think these players are and what highlights their skill set. And with no messing about, let's get right into it. At number 5, we have edge rusher out of LSU, K'Lavon Chaisson, 6'3", 254 pounds. Perfect build for an edge rusher. 34 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 2 passes defended in the 2019 college football season. Those are some really good stats for an edge rusher. Not outstanding, but those are solid stats that helped LSU to a national championship. He was one of the key pieces on that team. He's got pure speed and dominance coming off the edge. He's a powerful and clean tackler, can read the game from all angles and positions, and he's able to change direction at ease and cut up inside the offensive line or round the side. He's got fantastic edge bend, getting round the side and getting after the runner or the quarterback. He's fantastic at stopping the run and reading the play, like I just said. He's got insane play recognition and awareness, which will translate to the NFL level and make him an outstanding product at the top level. I think he's got all the tools to be one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. He's not much of a zone threat. He's more of a pure edge rusher. He can't stand up on the line of scrimmage and fall back and play zone. He's a pure edge rusher. Could possibly play defensive end in a 4-3 system. I currently have him mocked to the Miami Dolphins at 18. I'm bringing out a new mock draft next week, so that is due to change. And let's get on to number 4. We have cornerback out of Ohio State, Jeffrey Okudah. 6'1", 200 pounds. He's a good build, long, rangy player. Perfectly built. He was made in a lab to play the cornerback position. 29 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, and 9 passes defended. What more could you ask for a cornerback? All the interceptions and passes defended, all the big plays he makes for Ohio State. I've got him as a lock, as, in my opinion, a set of the best players in this class. I've got 4 defensive players in my top 5 best players in this class. He makes that top 5. He is phenomenal. He's going to be a lock to go really, really high in the draft. And you can see the talent right away. He's got a very good eye for catching tipped passes, which we saw in his game against Nebraska. Fantastic at defending the pass and reading the eyes of the quarterback, which ends up leading to a tackle or defending the pass. And also, he's amazing at creating forced fumbles and creating situations that suit his style of play, and he is really good at sticking to the cornerback, and his ability to jump in front of the wide receiver is insane. He always keeps on his man and prevents the wide receivers from creating separation. Fantastic at reading the game. He is also a very, very clean tackler, knows when to make the tackle. He's got fantastic timing as well. He always knows when to reach and get the ball. He always knows when to make the play he wants to make. I currently have him mocked at number 3 to the Detroit Lions, but that I don't think will change in my next mock draft. He is a pure talent, one of the best cornerback prospects we've had come out in the last few years, and I think he will be phenomenal in that Detroit Lions system to replace Darius Slay, who is no longer there. Now, let's get on to number 3. This guy is my number 3 player in the class, and number 2 is the second best player in the class, and number 1, in my opinion, is the best player in the class. Let's get on to number 3. We have Derek Brown, defensive tackle out of Auburn. 6'5", 318 pounds, built like a nose tackle. Will probably play as a run stopper in that system. He's known for his brute strength getting up the middle and getting after the quarterback and stopping the run. He is also fantastic at slipping from the guard and getting after the running back and reading the play inside the pocket fantastically. He collapses all of the pockets that he gets into with his raw strength. He makes the offensive linemen look weak. He makes them look smaller than him. Most of the time, they're about the same size as him, but he makes them look really, really weak. Makes them not look good at all. He's freakishly quick off the mark for a big guy, and he will be a top 10 pick come the NFL draft. I currently have him mocked at number 7 to Carolina. That might change, but in my opinion, I can kind of compare him to Fletcher Cox. He's got the right size, he's got the strength, he can collapse a pocket like Fletcher Cox, and I think in the NFL he will have the same impact as Fletcher Cox. Quote me on that. I think he's going to be a superstar. Now let's get on to number 2. We have linebacker / safety out of Clemson, Isaiah Simmons, 6'4", 229 pounds. I haven't said any of the 40-yard dashes for any of the other guys, but this is worth noting. 4.39 40-yard dash for a 229-pound linebacker. Insane. And these stats are also insane. 67 tackles, 7 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 3 interceptions. That is a really versatile player that you can plug and play anywhere on your defense. He'll be an impact from day one. He's most known, like I said, he's most known for his versatility on the defensive side of the ball. He's taken snaps at linebacker, safety, defensive end, and even cornerback. There are not many players that are that versatile. He is one of the most athletically gifted players to come out of college in a very long time, which is why he will be very coveted coming up to the NFL draft. Teams will want possibly to trade up for him. I think he's got a range. He could go from possibly number 3 to Detroit to all the way down to possibly 9 in Jacksonville. I think he'll go to any of those teams in that bracket. Even the Dolphins might shock it and go for him and then go for Jordan Love or someone late. You never know. Like I said, I've currently got him mocked at number 9 to Jacksonville, but I think he will be taken a lot higher than this from my old mock draft. So he will be mocked higher on my next mock draft. So be ready for that to come out and be ready to see what I'm going to do, what I would do if I was the GMs in the NFL draft. Out of Clemson don't play in the strongest division, but I think Isaiah Simmons has proven that he can be amazing at the NFL level. And moving on to number 1, who else is it going to be but defensive end out of Ohio State, Chase Young, 32 tackles, 16.5 sacks, and 6 forced fumbles. He's viewed as a generational prospect. You can kind of compare him in the term generational to a bit like Saquon Barkley coming out. As soon as Saquon Barkley committed, everyone knew he was going to be amazing. That's what he's like with Chase Young. He's going to be phenomenal out the gate, a difference maker straight away. And just like I said, he's debatably the best defensive end to come out of college over the last decade. Some people are saying he's better than the Bosa brothers, better than Myles Garrett. I think it's too early to tell if he's better than Nick Bosa, but we don't know. He could come out and prove himself to be one of the best defensive ends pardon me, in the NFL. He's got the perfect build for an edge, 6'4", 265 pounds. I think he will instantly come in and improve any team he plays for. He's gonna be one of those players that consistently getting you anywhere between 8, 10 and higher sacks a season. He's going to be a difference maker. I currently have him mocked going number 2 to the Washington Redskins, who I put on my list of top 5 teams who might shock the NFL next season. We've had Chase Young to that defense with Ryan Kerrigan, Matthew Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, Reuben Foster, and even like players like Sean Dion Hamilton and players like that. It's a good defense. It's a good middle defense with Landon Collins at strong safety, at cornerback. Ronald Darby's there now. They have now got a solid defense. Ron Rivera could do really good things with this defense next season, and Washington are a team to look out for. And if they add Chase Young to that defense, God knows what to expect from Washington. That defense could be freakishly good next season. And now we've come to the end. Let's give some honourable mentions. We have Marlon Davis, Javon Kinlaw, players that could have made this list and didn't. Even an outsider, Jeff Gladney, could have made this list. But I think all the players that are on this list are perfect where they are. And like I said, my top 3 defensive players in this class are my top 3 players in the whole class. And we will have to wait and see what happens. It's 20 days till the NFL draft. Hopefully you guys are as excited as I am. I cannot wait for the NFL draft. One of the best times of year. I can't put into words how excited I am. And be sure to let me know where you guys think these players are going to go in the NFL draft. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys really enjoyed. This took a lot of effort to put up. And let me know what videos you want to see in the comments. Let me know some video ideas, and I will be sure to do them and work on them and put them out to keep you guys entertained. And that's the end of the video. I will see you guys tomorrow with more NFL content, and see you later, guys.